Alright, this video is going to be a little bit about everything. I'm going to be cleaning up the source code of Orange RPCD, which is a JSON RPC server that I wrote for the Juicy project. I want to do a little bit of cleanup here. I'm going to be licensing this under MIT compatible license, so I'm going to be updating the top comments. So it's going to be, I'm going to be doing a little walkthrough through the emacs script that I use, which I've recently written for updating the top comments, which simplifies the task considerably. And basically, we'll see what we can do. We'll see how we can use emacs to simplify the task of cleaning up the source code a little bit. It's not going to be a major cleanup. It's going to be basically minor things. For example, here we have the makefile am in the source directory. It contains a lot of definitions. I want to split this up into a separate definition for the library and a separate definition for the executables that are created as part of this project. So we got two executables, Orange RPCD and Orange RPCD client. And then we also have the liborange library. So it would be nice to split them up. But I'm going to start by getting rid of this long line here. So I will just split this up. And I could do this by, for example, recording a macro. So I'm going to, actually, first of all, I'm going to open this pane that will show all of the commands. That's going to be global command log mode. Let's see, yeah, this works. So you can see all of the commands that I'm running on this in this box here. Let's see what we can do. We can do x parenthesis, and then we're going to search for a space. Let's see. We could do maybe like this, and then we do like this, and we insert a new line, and we do a new line like this, and indent it, and close this, and then we can, let's see, and then we do like this. Actually, no, this was wrong. I'm going to restart this. Let's see. Like this. Maybe there is a simpler way. There's always a lot of different ways of doing things. So, search for, let's see, like this, and insert, and then indent, and then like this, and we're going to close this. And now we can run this xe. Let's see. And then we get rid of, let's see, there. And then we have the compiler flags, which we could probably do like this. We record a macro, and we search for the space, and we insert that, and we indent. And I guess we could do it like this. And xe, and then we get all this sorted out. Now there's an extra slash there, so delete that slash. Let's see. Okay, cool. And there we go. And yeah, let's see. Did I delete a bit too much? No. Delete that one. Delete that one. Go. And we got a lot of stuff like this here. This would also benefit from very similar. This. And the same thing here. It's nice to have all of the parameters on separate lines. this one will go into a library. Let's see. Let's add, let's go here first. I think it was in base 64. No, actually it was in the make file. It goes here. There we go. Change this to default source to remove this warning. And then we have the fall throughs. This is actually intended, so we can do attribute. Let's see, fall through. I think this should compile. Let's see. How to make. Let's do like this. I haven't touched this source code since something like 2016, 17, I guess. It was a while back. Let's see. So I can go to the next error. Yeah, so this worked. So I'll just add this here as well. And fall through there as well. And there. And essentially you can just put it there as well. It's not really necessary there though, but I can put it there anyway. Recompile, and we have okay, apparently that was illegal. Recompile. Okay, cool. Now we have a few references to the libu type. Let's see if I have the libu type. Otherwise, the libu type is in my GitHub as well. Maybe I will not go to compiling this server right now, but I'll check anyway. Let's see. Let's do it like this. I think it should install this correctly. Let's see. Let's try to recompile this. Yeah, that worked. And there's a few more things to fix. The clause does not guard. Ah, cool. interesting. Actually, I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna run this through CLang format. I'm just gonna copy in the file. Let's see. We could copy it from. I wonder where I have the CLang format file. Let me check. Format buffer. Run that. So that's nice. Formatted that buffer. So this should be removed now. We'll compile. Let's see if this compiles. Anything else? We have this directive output, maybe truncated. So sign f name. Oh, okay. I guess it's kind of guarding against white characters as well. Or what is this error? Seriously. What is this error? Why is it complaining? Destination is 255. Actually, here I should be using max path. Anyways, let's try that. This shouldn't complain. This shouldn't complain, definitely. Where is max path defined? Let's see. Path max, yeah. Or let's path max. Okay. Shouldn't complain. Okay, now it works better. Okay. All right. So I'm just missing the node modules, so I'm gonna skip that for now. But next on the list is actually to fix the top comment. So right now I have this comment, and I'm going to replace this automatically. So let's see. So we have a license file here in the top level directory, which is going to contain basically just any license text, but with a few tags. Let's see, I just copy it here, and I'm just going to insert the file name, the version from Git, and the date of the modification. And this is going to be at orange rpcd. And yeah, pretty much everything else is, I'm just going to keep it as is. And then I'm going to go to all the source files so that we can go through each one of them and update this comment. This is best done using Emacs Lisp to basically just program the whole process, because you have to go to the beginning of the file, you have to insert the comment, you have to search for the keys that you're going to be replacing. You have to get the current date. So it's a lot of different little steps, which are best done using the scripting in Emacs. Let's just split this and get the file for script doom top comment like that. I'm going to make this full screen. This is a script that I've written for replacing the top comment. So basically, we're going to do insert top comment, and save excursion is going to save the current cursor position. It's not really necessary, but yeah, it's just a convenience thing in Emacs. So everything that you enclose into save excursion is going to be restored. So your cursor position is going to be restored afterwards. Then I'm going to be using basically functions that I found out through this window here. Anything that works. So eval go to first line. That's defined in eval mode. And it goes to the first line of the file. Then I compare if the first line equals to this special ms top comment, which is also which is going to be there if this is an existing comment. So if this is an existing comment, then I delete the comment. The way that if statements work in Emacs is that the first pair of parentheses, that's the conditional. The second pair of parentheses, that's if the conditional is true, the second pair of parentheses is going to be run. But if you have multiple statements that you want to run, then you have to use the prog n statement, which allows you to have a list of statements that you're going to run. Basically what I do here is just kill the region. So I delete anything from this starting point where this text was found to the ending comment, and then I kill the line itself. Then I move on to let's see here. So if there is a comment already there, which is the case, for example, let's see if there is any. Here I'm not going to be replacing this because I didn't write this code. But for example, if there is a comment already there, then this will remove that comment. Then I insert this starting line. I go one line down. I use let to have a few local variables here. Directory, and this is a very useful thing here. Locate dominating file. This function returns the first parent directory where the license file can be found, and the first argument is sort of the starting point from where to search. So buffer file name is going to be equal to the file name of the C file, and it's going to return the directory where it finds the license file. I should probably also check though if the directory is valid. But I have a license file in the top directory of the project, so this is going to return the top directory of the project. Then I insert a new line. I insert the closing comment and a new line after that, and I go back. into this closing comment there. I could probably just insert, the file directly, but yeah, this is what I ended up with. Then I go, then I insert the contents of the license file, and I go back to the beginning, to the starting point, and I search for the closing comment, which is probably not necessary. Let's see. Yeah, this is not necessary because now I'm inside this comment. And then I go to the last line after the file contents, which is going to contain a blank line, which I want to remove because it doesn't really look very good if there is a blank line there. And then I let's see. Right, then I remove this blank line there, if it exists. And then I use string insert rectangle to comment the license text to make sure that every line starts with a star. So let's see how this works. So if you do like this and insert, let's see, insert top comment. So everything just happened automatically here. We have the file name. We have the version is. It wasn't able to retrieve the version from Git, so that's not changed. And the date is updated to today's date. And everything is every line starts with this star. So I insert this star, then I go back next line twice, and this we can remove. Let's see. And then I remove everything after this last comment. If there are any blank lines there, then they're going to be removed. So let's try this again. Insert top comment. Yeah, so they're removed. And then I do the fix up top comment, which is basically a convenience method that just finds the keywords which are going to be replaced with data that the script gets. For example, for the version, I use the git tag for the current head. If there is a tag, it's going to be updated as the version of this file, and set the current date and update the file name. So basically, just a few simple things. But I could also expand this to actually update the copyright year, for example, or update some other parameters. And when I open this file again, because I have my emacs configured to hide the first comment in the file, it's going to be very convenient. Let's see here. If we can go back to, we could maybe go here and let's see. Let's try this. Maybe I forgot to add that into my emacs config. Let's see where that was defined. There was a setting that I set before, but maybe I forgot to save that into my emacs config, so I didn't get that saved. But I forgot what it was called. I think it was part of some mode. It was actually part of the mode for control and visibility. I think it was like HS. This be the hide show, yeah. HS minor mode. Let me see here. HS. Yeah, hide initial comment block. Yeah. So I should have that as default probably. Let's make this the default. So I'm going to put this into config EL. my doing config. Comment block. Yeah. So now this is gonna run whenever I start Emacs again. And that's it. And then I'll just go over all the files, and adding this this comment block or updating it becomes very simple. So I'll just do like this. Insert the top comment, and that's it. And then I can just hide it. And new types, I didn't write that one, so I'm going to leave that. Update top comment. Done. Update top comment. Done. Update top comment. Done. And I could probably also use, let's see, what happened there? Update top comment. That didn't work for some reason. Let's see, update top comment. Now it worked. And I can probably use also, if I just, let's see if there is a Control X Z. Okay, that just repeats the last command. So I cannot use that because I'm running several commands in between. Let's see. Is there a command to actually run the last command? Repeat last command. So Alt C. Okay. Well, this is simple enough for now. Maybe there is a command for this. There must be a command for this. Insert top comment. Insert top comment. Insert top comment. So now let's say that I modify this file at a later date. If this was like 2, yeah. If I do insert top comment, this is going to replace the whole thing. If I do, let's see if this actually works. MS fix up top comment. Yeah. So if I just fix up the top comment, I just update the date there. So it's very flexible in the sense that since in Emacs you can you have everything that you do in the editor, as you can see in this window here, everything that you do in the editor is bound to some command, to some function, which is defined in the Lisp language. And this allows very complex things to be done when editing source code by simply looking at the commands that you need to run. So if you know already how to do something, you just look in this window, you see what command is being run, and then you can just script that. So you can just arrange multiple commands together, run them on a block of text, and bind it to some key, and then then you can just do it very quickly. Session fix up top comment. This didn't work. Fix up top comment. Really? So this failed for some reason. Why did this fail? Let's see. I should probably I should also make sure that this is preserved here. I'm gonna go over everything in the git diff later, just to make sure that wherever there are comments that have some information that needs to be preserved, they need to be modified again. Oh, I was mistakenly actually running fix-up.comment when I should be running insert.comment. We could actually extract this information, but unfortunately I don't have time to do that right now. So I'll just replace this. Yeah, this one is okay. So insert that comment. There we go. Insert that comment. Oh, right. This is actually even this is not even included in the server right now. So some of these files are commented out because I didn't want to use them. This one is still used though. Some of this stuff is based on the utilities from OpenWRT, because this server is designed to run on OpenWRT. So it uses some of the little bits and pieces of the UCI and the ubusd, some of the parts of ubusd here as well. So that's it. I really like this editor so far. I've been using Emacs for a few weeks now, and it's a lot better than Vim in many ways. It's much better quality. Like it just feels that this editor is much better designed. But with the evil mode and the doom mode, this editor is very similar to Vim, and it's harder that I even think about the fact that I'm actually using Emacs, because everything that I usually do in Vim is available here as well. So that's it. Thanks for watching.